Well, hi everybody. I am back with a brand new camera and microphone, so this will be the first. Hopefully it's better. It's a DJI, so I've gone away from the GoPro, and yeah.
Oversized ag, entering Great Southern Highway off Newstead Road, heading south.
So that's not us, that's an oversized we just passed. I am towing.
Right, that parking bay is where I am, Paul.
Yep, roger. So
It's probably about 7 or 8 behind us now. Yeah, copy that. Yeah, and you'd probably be best off waving the traffic through the parking bay.
So
Yeah, will do.
we're doing
Yeah, as you come out the other end with the drain pipe and all sorts, and yeah, not looking great.
yeah, best they go through rather than me.
Better for cars to go through than you.
Right, so we're doing a new DBS bar and ear cart
You are clear down here at the moment.
for
Yeah,
Farmers
Roger.
Centre. For Farmers Centre. Are they ever going to stop talking? And 7 metres wide, 7.5 metres wide. So 3 pilots, got 2 out front. Leslie's second pilot. Marco's out front, Leslie second, and Stewie's our third pilot. So we're just going to try and get a bit of traffic around here, this parking bay. And this new camera, I can push a button like that, oof, and it turns you around to look out the front window. How good is that? And you can see the traffic shooting through the parking bay there. Just yeah, nice and easy. Very good. We had a bit of a line up there.
Yeah, the little grey one's just last one. Yeah, good ball.
Roger.
Yeah. Right, you got one in the chute.
So we just turned the camera around like that with no hands. And we're off again. Yeah. So far so good. Now we left Perth this morning in the wee small hours, towed the Hilux down the road, and hooked this up, and we got going just after 9, so we've been going for half an hour. It's slow going, but that's life. I'll stick you out the window in a minute, and you can have a look how much road we're taking up. We're aiming for Albany Highway, which, you know, no thanks. But yeah, right. So if I spin you around and stick you out the window. Right, so where's the mirror? So you can see, again, we're out over the fog line both sides. And yeah, we're owning the road because we don't have a lot of choice. Jono from Road Train Adventures, I was telling him, and he said, I'll take the camera out, do some filming and get used to it. And I said, yeah, I'll do that, but I didn't. So now I'm out trying to use it, and it's not very focused. So anyway, we'll carry on. We're going to stop up here and check some wheel bearings, and yeah, check some temperatures over, and just go from there. Righto. What an adventure. We think we might have missed the turn. So, we've come up a road and Google Maps said the road was back there, but we carried on. So, the problem is I can turn it around, but it is the bar and the air car, and it does not turn on a dime. So we are going to have to try and find somewhere to spin it around, I think. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be fun. I'll show you here. I've just pulled in as close as I could to the bank, just touching it, no more, just so I can let traffic by while we're deciding what we're doing. And I think what we are doing is turning around. So right, we missed the farm. We drove past it. So we overshot the farm. There's a bit of miscommunication, but we have found it is back that way, about half an hour at the speed we travel. But we've come up the road further. We've found a paddock that we can get into, so we're going to head up there and spin them around. It's really going to throw off the next job and the next job and pretty much the whole week actually. So it happens, you know. I mean, I get lost myself, but it's just more of a challenge when you get lost and have to spin this around. It becomes something of a challenge. So the gateway up here isn't very large, but we'll see what we can do. And they don't turn like normal trailers.
You're leaving New York Williams Road, turning left onto Albion Highway southbound.
We're back with the GoPro. I don't know if the microphone's working.
You have one from the left.
But this thing is a piece of junk. So we got our bar on.
There's one right behind us here, Paul. Do you want to let him around or?
See if they'll go up the left of us. They're moving or not?
Nah, just go, mate. Yeah, you got one from the left, Paul.
No. So tried 25 times to film that with the new camera and nothing. Gets the 10-second shuts off. Anyway, we got there with that bar once we found the place. Used the truck to unfold it all out. Missed it all, didn't film any. And then we got hooked onto this bar and folded
One in the chute.
folded it all up. And yeah, we are hightailing it to get to the next farm before dark, and I think we'll get there. It'll be close. This one has got super single tyres on it, 385s, so we're travelling just that little bit quicker. Just gives you that bit more peace of mind. It hasn't got the big balloon tyres. Yeah, we're just cruising along alright. We're doing nearly 50 k's an hour, so I know that
One in the chute.
had other comments before about travelling too fast with them, but we're onto it here, don't worry. It's not our first rodeo, it's about our third. Anyway, this one's a little bit narrower, it's a bit over 6.8 we're calling it, so it's just under 7, so still 3 pilots.
One coming over the right.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to come into Williams.
We are 6.8 Kodag northbound. Mobile approaching Williams River Bridge. All traffic Williams River Bridge, bridge temporary closure, southbound oversize. Bridge is secure.
Good morning, everybody. Well, it is Tuesday, and I've actually been up for hours. I might not look like it or sound like it, but I have. I've been up and showered and had breakfast and coffee, and travelled 100 odd kilometres. So yesterday was a bit of a disaster, camera wise it was. Yeah, I had my new little, this thing, DJI, and it might be a problem with the SD card. It keeps coming up saying SD card slow writing, so it stops recording after 10 seconds, and so missed some really good stuff yesterday. I'm back on the GoPro. It's probably not recording any sound, and I'm probably going to have to do a voiceover, so I'll try and remember what I'm saying. But anyway, we are on our way to the third seeding bar of the week, and it's only Tuesday, so we did one yesterday, brand new one with an air cut for 170 kilometres, and then they had a trade-in.
Have you got the destination to where we're taking it?
Yeah, I'll be able to find it somewhere. I can probably pin drop that one too.
Yeah, pin drop's great now.
Yeah, all right. So Leslie's pin drops didn't used to work for some reason. Used to say this is where we're going, send her a pin drop, and just wouldn't open on Google Maps. But with the latest phone update, seems to be working, so she's happy. It makes my life a bit easier. Where was I up to? So third bar, we did a brand new one for Farmers Centre, 170 Ks, then we took the trade in and it was sold to another farmer, so we took that 70 Ks. And yeah, we pulled into the farm, we had about 10 minutes of daylight left last night as we pulled in. Time we set it up, I really wanted to show we use the truck hydraulics. I know talking about it's not the same thing as looking at it, but we use the truck hydraulics to unfold the whole bar and set it up and everything. And yeah, I really wanted to get it, but old DJI camera, yeah, let me down. So we'll see what we can do today, and just don't know if there's any noise being recorded. So I did set the GoPro up on the back there, you would have saw coming over the bridge. I hope it shows how close it was. We actually had to go over the guardrails each side, so we had that much clearance and hanging over the side. And yes, right, now we told our second pilot would be there by 8 o'clock, and so Leslie's just following me. We didn't worry about towing for this 100k run, and we stopped and had breakfast and coffee and showers and just got to talking, and yeah, now we're going to be late. So I haven't got a fancy push button to turn you around here, but we are eastbound out of Lake Grace, and they've just done all the shoulders here, widened it all, so it's good now for us towing, and this bar's only going to be 5.5 metres wide, so piece of cake. Okay, we hooked up. Sorry, I got talking and didn't pick up the camera. So we've got a little Borgo seating bar, and it's 6 metres wide, but we've been doing the 7s and 7.5, so it feels really small. So Jeff there is pilot number 2, Leslie there is pilot number 1. So, quick sneak peek, left my door open, sackable offence, so that's what we've got, just a little Borgo. Alright, let's rip into it, eh? So far, Mr. DJI camera is behaving himself this morning. See that? It's not just because you're watching. I do that all the time. Good. All right, Lizzie.
Yeah, you got a copy. You're clear.
Roger. So 240 kilometres with this one. Nothing to it. Turning around, the first 13 kilometres is dirt and a very dirty windscreen. So there probably won't be much looking out there today because you can see that bug that's hit the windscreen. Anyway, this is so light after the last couple of days. This one is just, you don't even know it's there. So good. The only thing with today is we go through Wagen, through the main street of Wagen, and it's a pain. It is a real pain, but we'll get there. Righto, let's go. Well, so far so good, nothing to report. Yeah, been travelling for an hour and a half roughly, so about 60 kilometres. Yeah, it's all good. And the camera is still working. DJI, I keep saying DJI. Righto, we are just coming into Wagen. Just turn old powder finger down there a bit. Wagen's one of those towns that's not always fun to go through.
Like eastbound one at 6 metres.
Sometimes you come through here, piece of cake. Other times, I think they should name the town, the slogan for the town should be Wagen, where doors open for you, because someone always opens their car door as you're coming up to them. It just seems to happen. There is a bit of a bypass, it's a bit of a left, right.
One at 6 metres westbound through Wagen.
And like, it probably would be better to go that way, but if we can get through the main street nice and clean and clear, it's a good run. There's traffic islands at the end, and sometimes the points on this bar just touch them both sides, and you can't really, you can't get around them. But anyway, here we go, coming into Wagen.
6 metres west through Wagen.
So yeah, even though we're just coming into town, Leslie's putting the call out there. So hopefully, somebody's coming the other way, they'll hear it and go, hang on, I'm eastbound into Wagen. Do they say they were westbound through? And yeah, see, I can see trucks down the main street there already.
One at 6 metres westbound through Wagen.
Yeah, nobody's replied. See, yeah, and you can see a truck down there that hasn't bothered to say, hang on, I'm just coming through.
Eastbound, I got one at 6 metres under tow.
Yeah, copy that. I reckon I'll get through there before you get it.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, see, that's all we needed, was a bit of confirmation that they heard us. Yeah, so, call ahead. Hopefully people on channel like that can say, yep, no, we'll get through. It's easy for us if we know that they know. And yeah, like we've got it's pretty good, but it's just narrow culvert here, and then once we get here I can move over a fair bit and he'll have room to move over, and yeah, I should stop waffling on. Oh, that's a big bump. Whoosh. All right, deep breath. Yeah, so if we had a bigger bar, which I've done 7s and 7.5s through here, but we just take the heavy haulage route, which is, it's good and it's bad. Like it's a nice road. He was just a bit of zigzagging, but it also goes past the CBH, so the wrong time of year you've got 100 grain tippers coming at you. So these islands here are just a pain. They're just a bit low for the points.
All good, mate. You just scratched the curb with the tyres. That's all right.
Yeah, I can't avoid it. It's the same at the other end by the bridge.
Oh, righto. So you've been there and done it.
Yeah, every year.
Probably more to come yet.
Yeah.
One at 6 metres west through Wagen.
See?
Yeah, we're the one at 6 metres, mate.
There you go. Well, where am I supposed to go? We've called it.
There I am.
Thanks, mate.
Good on you, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you. Ooh, cars, trailers.
Thanks, mate. No worries, mate.
See, they say no worries, but you think they're not happy about that.
Heavy behind oversize, you going through to Arthur? Wait, mate.
One coming over the bridge now, Paul.
Yeah, I'm still getting through the islands.
He's off now, so good to come over when you get through. We're one 6 metres, mate, if you want to pull out. You going right?
I'm going left, mate. Tell me to which way it is.
Yeah, right there if you don't mind. Thanks, mate.
Okay, thank you.
Eastbound, I've got one at 6 metres under tow.
No worries, mate. I'll grab this parking bay.
Thank you very much.
Right.
I've got a heavy on the tail, Paul, when you're ready.
Yeah, we'll find a spot up here. Oh, radio. Right. I'll turn you off for a bit here. Right, we made it. So, good trip really. This is one of the only machines we have that will actually give us a spare tyre. So, there's a spare tyre on the back of the Hilux, which is good because if we've got a spare tyre, we'll probably never need it. So all we do is just get out here and leave them on the flat in the paddock here. I just hope it hasn't been too wet here. Alright, still recording. Go you, camera. Suppose you got to work sometime. Make sure our beacon's off. That's not. So, there's my little magnet beacon. I forgot this the other day and I went and brought a new one and then they returned it to me. So, and then I found 2 more behind my seat, brand new ones. So, I've got 4 of these flashes now. So, yeah, anyway, just step back here so you can see. Nice little combination, but the job is done. So all the way back to Perth now to get rid of the block and get the trailer. Right. Alright, we are back on the GoPro. So this is going to be a very hard video to stitch together because keep switching between cameras because only one of them seems to work at a time. So anyway, where did we leave off? We delivered that bar. We got there about 3 o'clock this afternoon and unhooked it and hooked the Hilux on behind the block and hightailed it back to Perth. Leslie's gone home because I had to come down to the yard and as you see, we've got the trailer on now. We are ready for tomorrow to go back and basically get the tractor that goes along with that last bar. So we're all hooked up. I've got to get some chains off that winch. Yeah, the block standing here on the ground. Yes, ready to go. So yeah, that's where we ended up. So anyway, I just thought I'd better do a bit of an outro, and it's pretty terrible lighting, isn't it? And say yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.